old man narky. What happens to the narcissist as he ages? And I'm saying he, but obviously this can pertain and does pertain to women narcissists also. What happens to the narcissist as he ages? I'll tell you, he starts to implode. Not only does he start losing any looks that he had, but he just gets weirder and weirder, for lack of a better word. Contrary to popular belief, many narcs are just average looking. They're not all pretty boys. That's another ingredient in the recipe. He has tremendous feelings of inferiority and has to maintain a certain image. Some common denominators of both average-looking narcs and pretty boys, for instance, are they are well coiffed. Some start to color their hair, which I always think looks ridiculous because it's sort of that kind of red, orange, gross hair color. Some have manicures. They get a haircut every 2 weeks. They iron their clothes every day. They get their shoes shined. They go to the gym. But many narcs are not that good looking. And with these narcs especially, we get sucked in by their charm and fluff talk. Many narcs are quite gregarious, especially overt narcissists. Once upon a time, I told a narcissistic boyfriend of mine to stop flufferizing. That's what I called it, fluff talk. I knew he was always flapping his gums about something, trying to manipulate me. And as I said, overt narcissists especially are very gregarious, and they paint a pretty picture with their words. When they hit middle age and start to get crusty, their brains really start to atrophy and get mangled. They've spent so many years in and out of failed relationships, marriages, careers, wearing all kinds of masks, going through the constant highs and lows that they create. It's as if they sustain a head injury time and time again with every failed relationship. And I will tell you that all of his relationships ultimately fail. They're brain damaged. And I agree with Lynna, who wrote My Sociopath. You should check her out. She said her theory is that they're brain damaged on a certain level, and I agree with that. Eventually, his new target does figure things out, or her children, or other family members start noticing odd behavior, hearing the covert put-downs and insults, and they tell the target their concerns. Eventually, she gives him the boot. She hasn't been able to see it. She's been so high on dopey, hopey doo-doo and shit sauce he's been drizzling all over her. But slowly, the other family members and friends do start to get it, that there is a method to the madness, and they start to see a pattern of behavior. They know it wasn't you or isn't you or anything that you did that created the demise of the relationship. He gives himself away with every relationship failure over the years, and it takes more energy to maintain a mask of normalcy and balance, and narcs are lazy. Remember, they have no capacity for self-examination. Zero, zip, nada, zippo, nothing. An aging narc will scratch and crawl to hold on to any sense of youthfulness. He'll hit up any younger woman, especially any woman, really, for supply. It's pathetic. He gives his sexual energy away to any woman who will listen to him or give him attention, a waitress in a restaurant. They are notorious for giving their sexual energy away in general. But an older narc will grab onto anyone, a staff member, or a nurse at the doctor's office, the attendant at the car wash, anyone. And he'll go on dating websites and social media, and he'll post the most ludicrous, pathetic, and just plain moronic posts just for attention. But he knows he's losing his grip, and he's grasping at any straws. He needs people to comment on and like his posts to maintain supply, and he will always have people around him that will enable him. But even those people do get it and are worn down by him on some level.